Linda from My Style Journey and Matilda. We are going to talk today a little bit about our philosophy around second-hand clothing. And we find that there's a real stigma attached to buying pre-loved clothing in South Africa. Have you found that, Matilda?
Yes, I think people in our country perceive it as the poor people's thing to do. They go to the charity shops, they go thrifting, and it's very cheap for them to buy clothes there. We have a very large poor population in our country. They really can't even afford the cheapest
of clothing, brand new. Yeah, and this leads to people who have the means looking almost down on those who thrift. So we have found, as we've started our second-hand store where we sell pre-loved clothing, that people who have the means are very, we've experienced almost a judgmental attitude from them.
Yes, because in our country the culture is you give your second-hand stuff away to someone that can't afford anything. But then sometimes those clothes just anyway land up in a landfill, and we want to prevent that by keeping it in the loop
for as long as possible. We don't thrift because we don't have money. That's not our reason for thrifting. I was extremely wasteful for many years, and I would give my clothes away to friends.
Yes,
and I think if you've watched our channel for any length of time, you would have seen last year, possibly around this time, where I did a giving away of my clothes, where the friends chose out of my closet clothes that I was literally not throwing away. I never ever threw clothes away. I've never ever done that, but gave it away without a second thought. And my whole philosophy has changed, and I want to be mindful of what I bring into my closet. I want to be able to wear my clothes much more than 5 to 8 times a piece, and I want to be able to have a more classic style. I'm not changing my style to match my philosophy. I do have a classic style, so I'm now looking for those classic pieces, secondhand or pre-loved, that will be able to last me that much longer.
Yes, I agree. So why do we thrift? We thrift firstly to keep clothes out of landfills. We've become more aware of environmental problems, and being sustainable, to live sustainable lives are very important to Belinda and I. So that's really our main reason. And we feel our generation, especially in South Africa, are wasteful.
I think our generation is one of the most wasteful generations in South Africa. Our children are far more conscious and far more aware than we ever were. And my eldest daughter has been, she doesn't thrift, but she's a minimalist, and she doesn't bring anything into her closet that she knows she doesn't wear. And if she has something in her closet, she wears it until it's not wearable anymore.
Yes.
She's that conscious about her clothing. And we have not found that amongst our generation.
They are the most judgmental, and they think we're mad. They're kind of like, why are you doing this? You don't have to. But that's not our thing. Yeah.
You're talking about our own generation?
Our generation,
yes.
Yeah. Our children are much better, and our parents came from when a lot of people were poor. So they always looked after their stuff, respected their stuff. So we feel our generation in South Africa has to wake up and become more sustainable.
Yes, and that is absolutely our goal with this channel. That is where we're moving with My Style Journey, is to create awareness in this country especially regarding the wastefulness of this generation, especially where fashion is concerned. Because the fashion industry is the third most wasteful and most pollutive and most destructive industry in the world. And that is sad, because we're not doing anything about it, and we're creating more waste by being less conscious. So me and Matilda are on a mission.
Yes, so join us. Another reason why we thrift is we like to give clothes a second life. They gave someone a lot of joy, we hope, or not, and they don't want it anymore. But that doesn't mean they have to just be disrespected and thrown away. We want someone else, or we would love to enjoy that garment while it's still wearable.
When I was in a position to be able to give clothes away, I would give it away to friends, and they wouldn't necessarily wear it. It wouldn't be their style, it wouldn't fit in with their lifestyle, and they wouldn't end up wearing that garment. So it became very apparent to me that it's better for us to start a small business where we could sell the clothes, and people would be buying something because it's precious to them. Number one, they would be buying something because they loved it and they wanted the garment. Number two, they would be buying something that fit in with their style. It wasn't me dictating a style. Not that I ever tried to do that. My heart was always in the right place. But it didn't necessarily fit the person's style that I gave it to. So if you're thrifting, you're already conscious. So that's the third thing. You're already awakened in that area, that you're conscious about keeping clothes in the cycle for longer. So that's one of the biggest reasons why we, number one, thrift, and number two, has started the second store.
Another thing that Belinda feels very strongly about is respecting the clothes itself. I think that wasn't such a big thing for me. I wasn't aware of thinking that way. But for her, that's very important.
Yes, because yesterday we went thrifting, and the people around us were standing on the clothes and throwing the clothes down on the floor if they didn't like it. And I was going around picking up clothes.
Hanging them better on the hangers.
And picking up things from the floor. It just was shocking to me how even these people who don't have much, okay, they're shopping, I think, because they need to clothe themselves, and they don't have a lot of money, a lot of them. But there's no respect for the clothing, and you can't ever have a philosophy around anything in life unless you have respect for that thing.
Yes, and we also must remember somebody put in time, effort, somebody designed it, somebody sewed it. So to give respect to that craftspeople as well.
There's a story behind every garment created, and there's a person or people behind every garment created. And I think that this is grossly disrespectful to the industry on a whole, or to the garments as a singular, to not be respectful of it at all.
This is quite a short video, but we hope you will come with us on this journey of creating awareness, of keeping clothes in the cycle of use for longer and not be wasteful. Our generation, please come with us.
Thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate this. And give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video. You can give us a thumbs down if you didn't enjoy this video.
Yeah, we're not sensitive.
No. Thank you for watching.
Ciao for now.